Oh. Ich glaube, wir haben einen neuen Fall.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out and the DA wants my head.
Da geht's raus.
And he still confessed. I don't want to be rude, but I ain't got time for talk.
Oh, immer noch dieser Dreckswagen. Halt. Ich fahr diesmal nicht. Wieso rutsche ich denn jetzt durch? Jetzt muss ich wieder fahren. Geradeaus runter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Und zweimal Escape, sonst kommt man hier nicht raus.
Looks like the DA is gonna...
Festen du mir
Try making
rein.
it to the next intersection without killing anybody. Can you do that for me?
Ja, ist gut.
Looks like the DA is gonna press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
Irgendwie bewegen wir uns gerade weg von dem Fall.
I don't know,
Oh,
Cole.
never thought of
She's an
that.
easy make, and the DA likes
Ah, das sind wir ja schon.
I'll convince him to let it go.
Großräumige Absperrung des Tatorts. Ich bin gespannt, wer von den Vögeln überhaupt was gesehen hat.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
So. Halt. Lasst mal rennen aus. So, rein Hut. Ist normalerweise nicht bei solchen Hüten irgendwo der Hersteller mit drin? Alles. Eine. Anscheinend. Ohne Bedeutung. Ja.
Landed on his face and ended up here. Car must have struck him from behind.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Was guckt man bei den Händen normalerweise, dass man das sich da immer so angucken muss? So, dann geht's zur Brieftasche, wenn er eine hat. Verheiratet. Mhm.
We can notify next of kin.
So, und das sind $3 oder was? Aber noch was? Da war noch... Aha. Feuer- und Lebensversicherung. Aha. Versicherungsbetrug, hä? Nasenbohrer. Dass wir ihre von wöchentlich auf wöchentlich 95 erhöhen können. Versorgung ein Gesamtausgabe. $16.000. Mhm. Also, da hat irgendjemand die Lebensversicherung erhöht und so wie es ausschaut, hat derjenige, der die erhöht hat, auch ihn über den Haufen gefahren.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Okay, also Köhlerfigur. So, was haben wir da drüben noch? Das ist die Schleifspur. Das ist natürlich heftig.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Das ist mit Anlauf. So, was sind das für eine lustige Dinge? Hier ist nochmal eine
This
Blutspur.
blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
So, und da ist auch nochmal was. Bremsspuren.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Also ist der Fahrer schon mal nicht der die Lebensversicherung erhöht hat, weil der hat ja gebremst. Wenn er ihn umbringen will, wieso soll er da bremsen? Und vielleicht doch zwei verschiedene Fälle hier. Würde ich mir jetzt mal so behaupten. Sollen wir hier irgendwo noch was rumfahren, was interessant sein könnte? Eigentlich nicht, weil das hat sich alles hier abgespielt. Kann man mit dem wieder reden? Ne. Dann reden wir mit der Lady.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Mhm.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Das könnte sein, weil vielleicht die Frau in die...
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Okay.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very
Oh,
helpful.
3 von 3 Fragen richtig. Super.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
Also was ich mir vorstellen könnte ist...
Certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
Also
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
ich könnte mir vorstellen, dass die Ehefrau diesen Vertrag erhöht hat. Die haben sich gestritten. Und da kam ein Auto vorbei und just in dem Moment hat die Frau zugestoßen und hat ihren Mann vors Auto gestoßen. So könnte ich es mir vorstellen, dass es war.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Als erstes fragen wir
Do
mal.
you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
Mhm.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Ja.
Is Leroy really going into business with Lorna? You sure you're not covering for her?
Me and Lorna? That man-eater? I wouldn't last a weekend with her. You're barking up the wrong tree there, partner. You finished scratching around? I've got work to do before I close up. You know the way out.
Scheiße.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Also, der lügt doch.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
So, jetzt machen wir erstmal ein Telefon hier. Ups.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
So.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
So, dann erstmal Richtung Auto.
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Jetzt fahren wir erstmal zu Patterson Home. Links, rechts, links. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Circa. Links, rechts, links.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war.
Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work. You don't think... Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what?
All units, officers help. Major 415, 1624 West 3rd.
Wer braucht Hilfe? Ist wieder am Arsch der Welt irgendwo, hä? Ja klar. Ja, jetzt muss ich erstmal hier klar Schiff machen. Mal gucken, was da wieder los ist.
624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
Slow down!
Ich bin zu früh abgebogen. Zu früh abgebogen. So, jetzt kommen wir auch ran. So. Ja, schon eine Holzbude. So, dann gucken wir erstmal im Briefkasten, würde ich sagen. Geht nicht.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Die nimmt es ja recht gelassen, ne? Weißt du überhaupt schon, dass ihr Mann überfahren
We wanted
worden
to
ist?
give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead. What more is there to tell?
Pardon me, but you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick together this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car.
Ja. Am Arsch der 7 Waldfeen.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Ich gehe mal auf den Grund des Streits an. Oder Fahrerflucht. Gehen wir es erstmal langsam an
How did the car
Fahrerflucht.
come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Mhm.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. Kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Zumindest hat er versucht zu bremsen.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it, you were baiting him. pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual.
Das Spiel ist aber auch erst ab 18.
Let's just say I took
Bei den
exception
Sprüchen.
to his idea.
Es war zwar gelogen, weil es ging hundertprozentig um diesen blöden Versicherungsvertrag.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Versicherungsbrief.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
Mist.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
Aber wir sind richtig
Believe it, man.
vorgegangen.
Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this. Come on, Phelps. Let's make ourselves scarce.
Ich würde ja liebend gern die Bude durchsuchen.
I'm out of here, Lorna. I got a business to
Big
run.
Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver and the widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
Tja. Jetzt fahren wir erstmal zu Sheldons Wohnsitz, wenn wir sowieso schon in der Nähe sind. Weil das ist nämlich gerade hier ums Eck. Und wenn wir Glück haben, kennt er die Vögel auch noch. Da war wieder so ein Telefon, ne? Oh, davon ist auch Nummer 1. Hallo? Raus.
Hey, that's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Any ideas?
The autopsy result might have come back. Call in.
Ging irgendwie nicht.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks for your help.
Was machen wir? Autopsie oder... Was ist jetzt besser? Wo ist denn das Leichenschauhaus? Wobei... Nee, dann machen wir lieber erstmal Leichenschauhaus. Vielleicht gibt es dann neue Sachen. Und... Ja, machen wir Leichenschauhaus. Also hier rechts, dann so ein Schlängelchenweg. Das... Ach Gott. War das hier? Ja, das ist hier. So Schleichweg.
Units 211 in progress, 933 South Broadway. Any center unit able to handle identified?
So, jetzt langsam, sonst sind wir nämlich auch gleich im Leichenschauhaus drin. Durch die Tür.
Don't need this?
Wo müssen wir hin? Da oder was?
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him.
Aha.
2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
So the hit and run was a cover-up.
I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters.
Solche
Both
Saftnächer.
wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy, Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. But the trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir.
It all comes back to the crime scene. We need to hit Ray's one more time and trawl for evidence.
Also. Dann wäre der Fahrer erstmal aus dem Schneider, deswegen weiß ich auch gar nicht, ob wir den behelligen sollen, aber vielleicht hätte er irgendwas gesehen. Aber wie ich weiter fortfahre, das erfahrt ihr dann im nächsten Teil. Tschüss, bis bald.